Good afternoon, happy Saturday, foodie friends, grain-free VIPs. This is Nina Blake coming to you live from my kitchen in Oakdale, Connecticut. Thank you so much for being here with me. As you are coming on and being notified that I'm live here with you, could you please say hello in the chat? Let me know where you're tuning in from. Today's topic, Slice the Grain-Free Lifestyle episode topic is, let's make something tasty, grain-free and allergy-friendly. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's not going to have any grains, so no oats, no corn, no rice, no amaranth, no sorghum, no wheat, obviously, and the list goes on, right? So no grains, no dairy, no eggs, no soy, no corn, no almond, no cashew, no peanuts, no sesame, no nightshade, and it's also going to be lectin-free. So what do you think we're making? As you are being notified, say hello in the chat and let me know what you think we're making in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna give you a hint. First thing, you might have seen the recipe that I just released for my grain-free flatbread. The recipe that we are using today is going to use that flatbread as a base. So let me pull it out here so you can see. Okay, here it is. It's a flatbread. It's made in my oven. Again, it's grain-free, dairy-free, egg-free, soy-free, corn-free, almond-free, cashew-free, nightshade-free, lectin-free. So first, let's get it out of the way. What does it taste like? Great question. Okay. It's been in the fridge for a bit. Tastes like bread. It's a flatbread. It's flatbread. Great. Use it for a sandwich. Nope. We are going to make tuna bites with these. Now, tuna is a top allergen, so if you need to avoid fish because it's not safe for your family, you can always substitute chicken or even ham in place of tuna in this recipe. So, I've got my flatbread that I made earlier in the week. I'm going to get our tuna salad ready to go. So, got 4 cans of tuna here. Why 4 cans? Because my husband and I are taking this recipe on vacation with us. And this is going to be the snacks that go in our Go Everywhere with Nina food purse. So I got to make a lot. Okay? So I've got 4 cans of tuna. And I've got my lectin-free mayo here. Now this is grain-free, top 9 free, no grain-based ingredients, lectin-free. Okay, it works like mayo, tastes like mayo because it is mayo. Okay, we're going to start with 1/2 cup of this. You're like, Nina, thank you very much. I know how to make tuna salad. Nobody's saying you don't know how to make tuna salad. Stay with me. There's a secret ingredient. I promise. Okay, so I got 4 cans of tuna, 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, and again, it looks like mayo because it is mayo, just made with different ingredients. And the great part is, it's going to taste normal. So I got my mayo. My mayo goes in the bowl. Wonderful, fabulous. Is it different than any recipe you've ever made before? Not yet. Okay. Now, my ranch seasoning recipe. Nothing in here but onion, garlic, parsley, salt. If you want to add some dill, go right ahead. 2 tablespoons of ranch seasoning goes right in. So we've got 4 cans of tuna, 1/2 cup of lectin-free mayo. I've got 2 tablespoons of ranch seasoning. Here's what sets this recipe apart. Cheese. And you're like, Nina, that's in a jar. That's not cheese. Oh, yes, it is. This is my liquid mozzarella and my liquid cheddar. No dairy, no grain, no allergens, no lectins, and they're amazing. Do. I know it makes me excited. The reason it makes me so excited is because, first of all, this is an absolute bargain. To buy 6 ounces of grain-free to buy 6 ounces of dairy-free cheese, it's usually like what, $6? This is 16 ounces. You can tell by the size of the mason jar. 16 ounces of dairy-free mozzarella, and you make it for less than $7. So more than twice the amount, same price. Okay. Now we get to taste the mozzarella. Now, because it just came out of the refrigerator, it's kind of solid, and that's okay. You could microwave it if you wanted to. It's always pourable when it comes off the stove, right? It's rich. It's creamy. And even though it uses coconut, it doesn't taste like coconut because we neutralize the flavor of coconut. So, very excited to share this with you. Get my measuring cup. Now, for those of you who would like me to share this recipe with you, glad to share it with you. Please put recipe in the comments. All right. Whoops. Okay. And I'm just measuring out 1 cup of my mozzarella. And later on, when I'm grilling tonight, this will go on the grill and this will crisp up really nicely. Now, if we haven't met yet, my name is Nina Blake. I'm the Grain-Free Lifestyle Coach, and I help families pack their menu with flavor and variety while avoiding grains and allergens so that they can enjoy meals together and live their best lives as they heal. Now, tall order, right? How do I do that? Well, with awesome recipes, like the one I'm showing you, and the amazing grain-free flatbread that we're going to use in a minute. Okay. So just to recap, in my bowl here, I have tuna, and let me just see if I can tilt you. Nope, I'm not going to be able to tilt you because I have it so that it won't sway. Haha. So, in my bowl, I have tuna. I have lectin-free mayo, grain-free mayo, which means, of course, there's no eggs, no top allergens in any of this. I have mozzarella, and I really got to steer this good. Okay. I want to make sure that I disperse, the mayo and mozzarella evenly. And you can tell the difference. You can see, right? The mayo is kind of yellow and the mozzarella is white. And like cheese, it's not spreading easily. When it hits the heat on the grill later, it's going to melt and it's going to get all puffy and the flatbread's going to get all crispy. Oh, it's fabulous. Okay. So now, one of the biggest mistakes that people make when working with seasonings is they don't give their seasonings time to infuse into the recipe. So I'm actually going to put this aside so that we can talk flatbread. Is that cool? Oh, I can't put it aside until I taste it. Where'd my spoon go? All right, I'll take the spoon from the mayo. I'm just going to taste it. Said I need to let my seasoning set, but I can't wait. Absolutely delicious. I'm gonna put this to the side. And I want to show you the brownies that I made yesterday. I just broke this recipe. Okay. I need to get a spatula. All right. So I've got my spatula and I've got my brownies here. These are also lectin-free because at Christmas time, life gave us the gift of lectin intolerance at our house. So at our house, we are now grain-free, dairy-free, egg-free, soy-free, corn-free, almond, cashew, peanut, sesame, lectin-free, active yeast-free. And there's none of that in this brownie. And part of the work that I'm going to be doing for our vacation later is to turn these delicious brownies, and they're perfect. This is about my 5th break on these. So if you would like the recipe for the brownies, the flatbread, drop recipe below or use my calendar link. We can meet for a call and I will help you level up your grain-free lifestyle like I do with my VIPs. That is amazing. I can't wait to turn it into a trifle. But the work we are doing now is we are going to take the flatbread that I made the other day and we are going to turn it and get it ready for the grill, turning the amazing slaving tuna salad into tuna bites ready for the grill. So we're just gonna put them out. Nothing special about flatbread, other than it's grain-free, top allergen-free, lectin-free, yeast-free. In our VIP lounge this morning, one of my clients was saying, I bet we could make individual pizzas with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is what I want for you and for your families. I want you all to break the recipe. The recipes I create are just the beginning, but the best recipes are the ones that you share with your family. So I was diagnosed with food allergies in 2012, and my doctor told me, Nina, just stick with protein and veggies. And I was like, yeah, but what about like when I want something good? And the doctor said, well, you can have a small exposure every now and then. Like, what? Like, I can have cake on my birthday? Yeah, Nina, you can have cake on your birthday. Well, everybody deserves pizza and cake on their birthday. Nobody should miss out because of allergens. So I was like, all right, I can do this. As long as I can have pizza and cake on my birthday, I'll be fine. So that first birthday, I tried cake. I was about 11 months into my grain-free, allergy-friendly lifestyle, and I tried cake. And bonus present on my birthday, hives. Birthday cake should not come with hives. No one deserves that. I was doing what my doctor told me, and I decided, no, absolutely not. I've done everything the doctor said. I can't live like this. I tried making recipes, substituting ingredients, because I found that every grain-free recipe called for eggs. Have you found that? Grain-free recipes that call for eggs or for dairy. And when I tried substituting, I didn't get food. I got shingles and sheetrock and one batch of cookies that smelled like socks. We couldn't even eat them. God bless the lovely woman at church who gave me the recipe. She was trying to help, but you know what? There's too much brain work in it. And I spent a decade breaking recipes down to learn how ingredients worked so that I could substitute and create my own flour blend, which is what this flatbread is made with. Okay, now this flour blend is my lectin-free flour blend. These little slices of grain-free happiness, maybe they don't look like anything special. They're going to become fabulous because when the tuna salad goes on these and they go on the grill, on grill trays later, the cheese is going to get all bubbly and the flatbread is going to get crispy and it's going to be like tapas from a tapas bar. Totally worth it. Okay. So, I've got my flatbread all laid out. There's this brownie here. I need a bite. I can't talk about food without eating. It's too good. So, my doctor told me, just cheat occasionally and you'll be fine. Well, I wasn't fine. I got hives on my birthday. And I decided I can't live like that. I don't want to go from eating chicken and veggies and not much else to birthday cake with a side of hives for my birthday. That's no way to live. I want to eat safely and feel like I'm not missing out. So like I said, I went online following the nutritionist advice. Go online and look for recipes. Yeah. Again, substituted ingredients, made the recipes that tasted like shingles and sheetrock. It wasn't working out. I needed to create a different way to cook, one that would work for me, one where I could use a system. The same way that flour, butter, and eggs work together, I developed my own system of ingredients that work together, play nicely in the oven, the way that flour, butter, and eggs do. And that's my grain-free, lectin-free flour blend, right? My egg replacer and my dairy replacers. And of course, if you're going, Nina, everything that's dairy-free either has something in it I can't eat or it tastes like coconut, and I'm done with stuff that tastes like coconut. I hear you. I don't want it to taste like coconut. My recipes don't taste like coconut. Why? Because we neutralize the flavor of coconut. And that technique of neutralizing coconut is one of the techniques that I teach in my courses. It's one of the things that I teach in my program, Grain-Free Fast Track. So, If you'd like to learn more about that, use the link and we can hop on a call and talk more about how I can support you with that. So I'm just taking my scoop here, right? And now if you're going technique, what's a technique and how do I neutralize coconut? Remember, you're going to use the link below and we're going to talk about how I can support you with that. A technique is what we do in a recipe, how we do it, when we do it. Okay? So for example, kneading dough, right? You don't knead dough after the loaf is baked, right? You knead it after all the ingredients are mixed. There's a specific time in a recipe that the technique matters, right? So what we do, when we do it, how we do it, and usually which ingredients we do it with, okay? So for example, you don't whip a batter, right? You whip the egg whites. Now, of course, we're going to be egg-free, but you understand what I'm saying. I haven't used eggs in I haven't used eggs in a long time. I go through the grocery store and I'm like, oh, that's how much they're charging for eggs now. Well, at least I don't have to pay that. Now, I don't believe in missing out, and my VIPs will tell you the same thing. I teach them to break recipes using the same techniques that I use in my kitchen so that they can restore their family recipes to their table the same way that I have. One of my most fabulous, most famous moments of my cooking career was when I was at my Auntie Anna's house and we were, for the first time, breaking the recipes for our Christmas Eve Italian feast of the 7 fishes. Again, fish is a top allergen, but we made that grain-free, dairy-free, egg-free, soy-free, corn-free, almond-free, cashew-free, peanut-free, sesame-free, and this year it's going to be lectin-free. And I was so proud. Why? Because I could eat safely. And thank you, Auntie Anna, if you are watching. I'm so grateful for all that you've helped me learn how to do, because Auntie was the first one who made me believe that it was possible to break any recipe, that I could use my ingredients, right? My grain-free flour blend, my egg replacer, right? To substitute, and so that I could eat the same without missing out. No grains and allergens, same flavor. And that's what I want for you, and that's what I want for your family. The families that I work with, they enjoy pizza. They enjoy pasta dishes. All right, first batch here. How awesome does that look? I'm going to spread the tuna. Right? They enjoy pizza. They enjoy pasta dishes. They learn to bake bread that looks real and tastes real. And as one of my clients was just saying this morning, it's not bread. It's like it's a different type of bread. The flavor is different. Same as if you were to go to the farmer's market and buy an artisan loaf of sourdough. Of course, it's going to have a unique flavor that you've never tasted before. And that's why you're going there, right? These ingredients, they have a flavor of their own. But you know what they don't have? They don't have the chaos that grains and allergens wreak on your body. Instead, they have flavor and they have nutrients. And they come with the joy of sharing them, because there is nothing like the moment where you share a recipe with your friends and family and they go, are you sure that's grain-free? Can I have that recipe? That's good. It's absolute magic, and it's possible. These tuna bites, when they go on the grill, they're going to look real. Now, how do I know how good they are? You might think, well, Nina, you're grain-free. You're used to this stuff. I made a pizza version of this. Same flatbread. I used pepperoni. I used olives. I used mozzarella. I used Italian seasonings. And I took it to my friend's house because she said, Nina, you always bring food. She put out a salad and everything and beverages. She said, you bring us something good and cheesy to eat. Well, guess what? I brought those pizza bites. And she was like, you're kidding me. This is dairy-free. I'm like, you know this, Laura. You know that this is what I do. She goes, yeah, but I didn't know it could be this good. So then one of her sons came downstairs and he was on his way. Somebody was picking him up for his driving lesson. So she goes, here, try one of these. And he goes, that's good, Ma. Can I take another one? And he runs out the door. She didn't even get a chance to tell him. It was grain-free, allergy-free. Excuse me. So then her other son Comes home. He was taking a college class. Hey, Ma. Hey, Nina. Nice to see you. Da, 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 da. And she goes, hey, bud, try one of these pizza bites. They're really good. And he goes, oh, cool. And he grabs another one and he goes upstairs. 2 teenagers ate these things like they were nothing. No, that doesn't taste right. No, that's not the right texture. And you know, while my friend, she says her children are locusts. I wouldn't know if I would talk about my children that way, but I'm not blessed with children, so I just go with it. So point being, teenagers are very free with their opinions. So I think the teenager will eat it. It's got to be good. All right. So I'm going to finish making these. They will go to the grill tonight. If you would like these recipes, just put recipes below and I will reach out to you and chat with you about getting these recipes, and use my link so we can hop on a call so I can support you in bringing your family recipes back to your table without grains and allergens. How do I know that I can do that for you? I've done it for myself for going on 13 years. I do it for my clients. Why? Because the possibilities are endless. When you break a recipe,